Hello students, in previous video we have already discussed about a formation of a bonding molecular orbitals. A formation of molecular orbital can be explained by considering the interference of electron wave of atomic orbital. That is by considering the wave nature of atomic orbital, we can understand the formation of molecular orbital. Now, a second type of molecular orbital, which is anti-bonding. Anti-bonding molecular orbitals. These anti-bonding molecular orbitals are for when atomic orbitals combine together by a subtraction of wave properties of orbitals. That is, when wave properties of atomic orbitals are subtracted, that is, a destructive interference takes place, and during this destructive interference, a formation of antibody molecular orbital takes place. Due to a destructive interference, that is, a subtraction of wave properties, a formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital takes place. For example, suppose consider a wave, and this is another wave. A wave functions of both waves are subtracted, a formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital takes place. Subtraction, suppose this is the height of waves. During subtraction, such kind of orbital takes place. That is, this inference is known as the destructive interference. Due to destructive interference, anti-bonding molecular orbitals are formed. These anti-bonding molecular orbitals have higher energy than original atomic orbital or parent atomic orbitals. Then, due to this higher energy, these anti-bonding orbitals are unstable in nature. The stability is very, very low. Then, the electron density or electron cloud around the nuclei of a combining atom is nearly equal to zero. The electron cloud around the nuclei of combining atom in anti-bonding molecular orbitals is nearly equal to zero. Hence, anti-bonding molecular orbitals have the opposite properties of all bonding molecular orbitals. Bonding molecular orbitals are formed by a constructive interference, while these are formed by a destructive interference of wave functions. Okay. Now we are going to learn about a formation of a sigma molecular orbital as well as a pi molecular orbital. These a bonding molecular orbital and an anti-bonding molecular orbital can be represented or can be shown as. Suppose this is first molecular orbital. This is a second atomic orbital. Suppose this is first atomic orbital, a second atomic orbital, which are going to combine to form a molecular orbital. After a combination, due to constructive interference, a formation of bonding molecular orbital takes place. Then, due to a destructive interference, a formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital takes place. Anti-bonding molecular orbitals. This is the anti-bonding molecular orbital and this is the bonding molecule. Suppose this is 1s atomic orbital, this is 1s atomic orbital, then this bonding molecular orbital can be represented as sigma 1s and this is anti-bonding a sigma star 1s. These are a formation of bonding as well as anti-bonding molecular orbital. Now, the types of a molecular orbital. Types of a molecular orbital. There are two types of molecular orbital. One is a sigma molecular orbital and another is a pi molecular orbitals. Sigma and pi molecular orbitals. First of all, a sigma molecular orbitals. The sigma molecular orbitals are formed due to axial or internuclear overlapping of atomic orbital or interference of atomic orbitals. We know that a sigma bond is formed by axial or along internuclear overlapping of atomic orbitals. This axial overlapping involves a maximum extent, that is, extent of overlapping is a maximum, and hence similar manner a sigma molecular orbital is also formed due to axial or overlapping along the internuclear axis. Suppose this is 1s orbitals of one atom, 1s orbital of one atom combines with 1s orbitals of another atom. This overlapping takes place along the internuclear axis and a formation of such kind of a molecular orbital takes place, which is called as a sigma bonding molecular orbital. Sigma bonding molecular orbitals. Overlapping takes place along this internuclear axis. Okay? Instead of 1s, we can consider this as a 2s orbital of one and 2 second or 2s orbital of another atom. Such kind of a sigma bonding molecular orbital formation takes place. Here, the interference is a constructive interference. Constructive interference means the wave properties of electrons or atomic orbitals are added, combined. When these wave properties or electron wave properties are subtracted, then a formation of sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital takes place. Suppose this is 1s and this is 1s. If a subtraction takes place, we can also represent that a plus here, a minus. That is a wave properties of atomic orbitals are subtracted. Then a formation of anti-bonding molecular orbital takes place. This molecular orbital has two nodes or two nodal planes where the probability of finding electron is a 0. These are the nodal planes, two nodal planes where the probability of finding electron is a 0, and this is called as a sigma star bonding or anti-bonding orbitals. Now we can represent it like that. 1s combined together by constructive interference and destructive interference. This is a sigma star 1s and this is a sigma 1s. That is sigma bonding and sigma anti-bonding orbitals. Similarly, two p orbitals can also overlap axially or along the internuclear axis. For a convention, a z orbital, a pz orbital, that is p orbital along the z axis is considered as an internuclear orbital. Okay? Hence, by suppose this is 2pz of one atom, this is 2pz of another atom. Where this 2p orbital overlaps axially or along internuclear axis. That is a constructive inference, constructive interference, a formation of sigma 2p orbital molecular orbital takes place. A formation of sigma 2pz molecular orbital takes place. This orbital has two nodal planes where a probability of finding electron is equal to 0. Similarly, this 2pz orbital can be overlapped, in which their wave functions are subtracted, that is a destructive interference. And during this overlapping, here three nodal planes are obtained. Nodal planes 1, 2, 3. That is a probability of finding electron is a 0. And these are a sigma star 2pz molecular orbitals. It can be represented like that. 2pz plus 2pz anti-bonding molecular orbital, a sigma 2pz, a sigma star 2pz. That is, a sigma molecular orbitals are formed by axial overlapping of 2s orbital or 2pz atomic orbital. Then next a formation of pi molecular orbital. A second one, a formation of pi molecular orbitals. Similar to pi covalent bond, pi molecular orbitals are formed by lateral or sidewise overlapping of atomic orbitals. The pi molecular orbitals are formed by a sidewise, a lateral overlapping of atomic orbital, where extent of overlapping is very low. Extent is very low. These pi molecular orbitals can be formed by the lateral overlapping of 2px or 2py with another 2px or 2py. Okay, this is 2px and 2px of another atom. When these atomic orbitals are overlapped by a constructive interference, a formation of pi 2px or pi 2py bonding orbital takes place. This is, it has only one node. These are a pi 2px molecular orbital. When these 2px atomic orbitals overlaps, if there is a destructive interference, a formation of antibonding by a molecular orbital takes place. It has 3 nodal planes. 1, 2 nodal. It has 2 nodal planes. Pi star 2px, that is antibonding molecular orbital formed by lateral or sidewise overlapping of atomic orbital. Okay, and so a conditions of a combination of atomic orbital. That is, when molecular orbitals are formed by combination of atomic orbital, this combining atomic orbital must satisfy these following conditions. The combining atomic orbitals or the combining atom must have nearly same or equivalent energy. For example, 1s atomic orbital of one atom can overlap with 1s atomic orbital of another atom. But 1s atomic orbital of one atom cannot overlap with 2s orbital of another atom, because the energy of 2s is greater than 1s atomic orbital, and hence orbital having same or equivalent energy undergo overlapping to form a molecular orbital. Then the combining atomic orbital must have same symmetry along their internuclear axis. Conveniently, pz atomic orbitals are considered as internuclear axis. Along this pz atomic orbitals are along internuclear axis. This is a consideration for our conventional purpose. Hence, a pz atomic orbital can overlap. A px can overlap. A py can overlap to form a molecular orbital. But a 2s and 2px atomic orbital cannot be overlapping, because s orbitals are spherical in nature, while a p orbital have a lobe-like symmetry or lobe-like geometry. That is, their symmetry is different, and hence such overlapping of atomic orbitals are not possible. This is the most important criteria or condition for overlapping. A last condition is, when this atomic orbital overlap, the overlapping or extent of overlapping should be a maximum. When extent of overlapping is a maximum, then a formation of molecular orbital is stronger. Okay, these are three different conditions of combination of atomic orbital. Okay, now we will stop here. Thank you very much.